Hey, what's going on YouTube? So today I'm going to showcase a 1-bar Oakensoul build for the Stamina Necromancer, also known as Stamcro, updated for the Firesong DLC patch. This build is capable of pulling over 88k on the parts dummy and is a solid build for group content. In the initial setup, I'll be using mythics and trial gear, so this is not a super beginner friendly build, but rather more for endgame players who prefer 1-bar builds. Keep in mind that in the closing thoughts section, there will be a gear alternative section to mix and match sets you may have. Please use these builds as a baseline, as there are many viable gear sets and skills in the game to customize how you want to play. With that being said, here's the build. So starting off in the character sheet, I have 64 points in a stamina and I'm running the Thief Mundus. For the race, we're a Dark Elf. I think Dark Elves have some of the best passives for stamina DPS. For the food, you can run RTM takeaway broth as your primary food. A cheaper and almost just as good alternative would be Dubious Cameron Throne. And lastly, if you're parsing or just flat out need more sustain, then Lava Foot Soup and Salt Rice is always the go-to. For the potions, because we're running Oakensoul, we have access to the major buffs that we'd get running weapon power pots. These are Major Brutality and Major Savagery, so we can opt to just run Essence of Stamina. Another good option for some builds might be running Tri-Stat potions, where it gives you Magicka health and stamina back. Regardless of whichever potions you choose, make sure you have 3 points in a medicinal use from the alchemy skill line to benefit from the full duration of the potions. So for CP, for the blue tree, we're going to be running Exploiter, Master at Arms, Deadly Aim, and Wrathful Strikes. Swap out Exploiter for crit damage CP if you need more crit damage or don't have access to off balance. For the red CP, we're just running Rejuvenation. Everything else is content dependent or user preference. So for the gear, we're going to be running 5 pieces of Pillar and Nern paired with 5 pieces of Reliquin, 1 piece Slamcro, and 1 piece Oakensoul. So breaking it down in the main hand, we have a Pillar Nern Dagger, Nernhone with a flame damage enchant, and the offhand Charged with a poison damage enchant. For the head, we have 1 piece Light Slimecrawl traded in Divines with a max dam enchant. For 1 piece of the body, we have Pillar and Nern. This is in Divines with a max dam enchant as well. For the rest of the body, we have 5 pieces of Reliquin, all traded in Divines with max dam enchants. And for the jewelry, we have 2 pieces of Pillar and Nern, both traded in Bloodthirsty with weapon damage enchants. And lastly, the Oakensoul, which is also Bloodthirsty with a weapon damage enchant. So for the skills, we're going to be running Blighted Blast Bones, Rapid Strikes, Avid Boneyard, Detonating Siphon, Skeletal Archer, and Shooting Star. So for the rotation, we're going to keep casting Blast Bones every 3rd skill, meaning we go Blast Bones, skill, Blast Bones. Keep up your dots dynamically, meaning Skeletal Archer, Detonating Siphon, and Avid Boneyard. And then when you don't have anything better to cast, use your spammable Rapid Strikes, and whenever your ultimate is ready, you could just replace one of your Rapid Strikes for your ultimate, and you should be good to go. So for closing thoughts, your flex spot would probably be Archer or Siphon. I feel like Archer might be the better flex spot though. In terms of ultimate, if you don't have access to Ice Comet or you're in a group that needs a source of major vulnerability, Colossus is still a really great ultimate to run. And if you want a little bit more cleave damage or AoE, you can always drop Rapid Strikes for Silver Shards and you should be good to go. So for gear alternatives, instead of running just straight Reliquin and Pillar, you can swap it out for some sets. Some notable mentions would be Coral Riptide, although you would have to find a way to burn your stamina down. Sororia and Whirl of Depths could be good front barred. They are light armor, so you'd probably want to front bar it. Berserking Warrior can also be a good set. It comes in heavy armor, so you'd also want front bar. And if you want a budget build, then Order's Wrath and Hunting's Rage are good sets as well. And that wraps up the build explanation section of this portion. As always, thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, or better yet, come join our Discord. Link is in the description. As a reminder, if this video helped in any way, please help the channel grow by subscribing and liking the video. I will also have a written guide in the description for those who would prefer that. And lastly, I've also started a channel membership for those who'd like to go the extra step to help support me so I can focus on more content creation. And as always, feel free to stick around for the attached parse. If not, have a good day and see you in the next one.